broken me too. That's it. Natural.
That's what we're doing? Oh.
Natural.
Okay. So. Alright, so we're back.
Alright, YouTube, we're back at it with another video. My partner here was a little nervous with his showing his face again, but what's going on is his truck going to Santa Monica onto work in very hot weather blew a hose, called me to save his life to pick him up, and he's gonna show you right now the hose, what had happened. So the hose collapsed from inside, and then also, as you can see like tears in it.
The grime.
Yeah, there's grime inside.
You can see the grime in there.
I think it's gonna be kind of hard.
Oh.
But anyways, so hose collapsed, took a crap, overheated kind of thing. So now we're just gonna replace the top and lower radiator hoses, and we're gonna flush out the system to make sure we get all the gunk out of the system. So that way it's not contaminated, and he'll show you the hoses right now.
Alright, so we're gonna change this one that goes here, just like that. And we're gonna change this
The
this
bottom
one here, the bottom one.
It's three, it's like connected.
Oh yeah, I got the shot. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna get started.
You recording?
Yeah.
So for this is a V6 model. I don't know if it's any different from the V8s, but the drain plug for the radiator is right here, as you can see. Sometimes you could unscrew it by hand, but most of the time I'm assuming people kind of tighten it with pliers. So just get it. Let me see the pliers. You can get these type of pliers. Just twist it lefty loosey, righty tighty. So. And just loosen it, oh sorry, I'm talking, you guys aren't watching anyway. Just loosen it a little bit and it's gonna start draining out. You don't have to loosen it like all the way, because then it's just gonna spill everywhere and make a mess. So we'll get back to you guys when I get this going. Alright, so Alexis right there, my buddy. So you want to tell them what was going on?
So apparently when we were opening the drain plug over here on the bottom, let's see.
Well, I showed you guys the picture, but
yeah, you guys saw it previously, but apparently when you loosen it up, that opens up the valve, which makes the drain plug over here get the coolant out. So unlike other cars, that you normally loosen the drain plug, and from the drain plug it opens up.
It decided to do it on the opposite side, and we're over here. Hold on. We had this pan over here where the drain plug is, and we're like, where's the coolant at? And then we see coolant spilling on the opposite side, and we're like, way to go, GM. So hold on, give me a second. So once you open the drain plug, is that good? Can you guys see the tray?
Sure, yeah. So it's gonna loosen the drain plug.
So you close it back up, David?
Yeah.
On the left side right there. We'll loosen it up. Guess where's the drain from? When he's loosening it over here.
Yeah, a little bit's coming out because of the drain plug thing.
Cut it.
There you go. Okay, so we so to take off the lower hose. Let me see if I can see. Give me the camera. So
There we go.
So right there. So there's a clamp right there. That's for the lower radiator hose. So we just unclamped it. More coolant spilled out. Now the next ones that we're gonna take off is gonna be this one right here. This is the other one. And the other one is actually, we can get it right here. So you see that little clamp with the it's like a 8mm or a flathead screwdriver. That's the next hose, and coronavirus, man.
Coronavirus.
Get out of here. Sneezing and whatnot, acting like it's cool. Where's your mask? I'm about to report you. Where were we? Oh yeah, the hoses. So we're gonna remove those hoses, and once we remove them, we'll come back. So when I told Alexis to leave, because of the sneezing.
Yeah,
I was only kidding. I don't know if you can see, but he actually left. I think we hurt his feelings. That's funny, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so we put the hoses already on. So let me see. Okay, so there's this one. So we put this one back on to the reservoir, as you see here. When taking it off on this clamp, if you don't have enough space, you can always take off this breather, the breather tube, because it got in my way kind of. Because when I was trying to use the pliers, so it just pops out. There's that. Then, but let me see if you can kind of see. Can you see?
No.
Give me a second. So
Yeah.
yeah, there you go. So right there, it's kind of hard to see, but that clamp right there, put it back on. We left it sideways, so that way you can have good clearance. So that way you can put the pliers in. Because if you put the clamp towards the middle, like up here, this line right here that I'm pointing at, is going to be in your way, and then you'll have a tough time taking off that clamp. So that was that. And the last one,
Probably the easy one.
probably the easy one. So you see,
There you go.
there you go. Yeah, there you go. So you see that where'd it go? Oh.
That's just that screw right there on the
Yeah,
side.
so that screw, it's either you can use a flathead, but what we used was 8mm with a small little ratchet, and took it right off, and then same thing, vice versa, to put it back in.
And this other one, we're pretty much going to use this one on over there in the Okay, so we got interrupted a little bit. So we're gonna use this clamp just over here on this part of the hose. Just because we couldn't find these I don't know what those clamps are called, Dave.
So the ones that come stock with GM, this one was on there on that other hose that he pointed at, and it was a pain to take it off, just because there was wires in the way, and some other, like, all these like metal brackets and whatnot, and it was just a pain to take these off and to take off the hose. So we're gonna use the screw.
Hey, you didn't tell them what kind of temperature we did it this time. Blazing hot sun too.
Oh yeah, the temperature when it was super hot. That's right. But yeah, we're gonna use the screw-on one. Makes it a lot easier. And then on this end, we're just gonna use the old one, just because it's just like right here, so it's easy access. So
we'll put it back on, and we'll come back just to show you how it looks.
all right, so we put the hose on. Got the clamp on right here. And then we got the screw on type right over there. So when you screw these on, you're gonna go tight, but you don't want to overdo it where the clamps, because they can break off. But you'll know when it kind of reaches kind of to a stop, and just to make sure is you can pull on the hose, like if you wanted to take it back off, it obviously shouldn't budge. Then you should be fine. If it does manage to kind of like start sliding towards you, like if you're taking it out. For example, like on this side, pretend this is like the screw-on type, but like you want to pull, and right now you see it's not budging it whatsoever. You're fine. But if it does, then that's because either the clamp, something's wrong with the clamp, or like wrong size, or it's not too tight, or it's not tight enough. Sorry. Other than that, we finished putting all the hoses. All that's left is we have to get coolant, so we're gonna go get coolant from the store. As far as what coolant to use, always look in your owner's manual, see what they recommend. I never change different styles of coolants, only because that can affect overheating issues, stuff like that. So we're gonna look in the owner's manual, check what GM recommends or what's closest, and then we'll get back to you guys as soon as we get the coolant.
There you go.
Alright guys, so we got everything hooked up, and we're pouring coolant into the reservoir, but we quickly noticed that it started leaking towards the middle of the motor, like all the coolant, like it was just leaking it all the way, and obviously we came to a pretty big issue. So I don't know if you can see a little bit good. Let me see if I can point it. But I see my finger right there. So around this area, kind of by where the intake manifold and by the valve cover, coolant is just gushing out, gushing out, and it's leaking from there like crazy. We're hoping maybe like a gasket went bad or so. I mean, the worst case scenario could be, well, at least we're hoping. It's not like, I don't know, hopefully the block isn't cracked or, you know, there's blow by, nothing like that crazy, where really bad things can happen. I mean, we're gonna look more into it, do a little bit of research, try to see pinpoint exactly what's going on with it, and we'll get back to you guys. But let's see, I'm trying to think.
You should still mention how to bleed the thing, still so they have an idea.
Okay. Well, okay. Originally, before this issue occurred, we were gonna bleed the system, which we just, all you have to do, since this one doesn't have like a radiator cap. I mean, they use the reservoir, so usually you would take this off. Before anything, you would, you know, make sure all your hoses are connected and everything. Pour coolant. I think on the trucks, on this one, I think you use maybe like 2.5 or even 3 gallons. But you fill it up, and you fill it up until it gets to the fill line. And once it's there, you turn the truck on. You let it put your climate control for the heater. Put it like at 1 or 2 for the fan mode. You can even do all the way, it doesn't matter. And just turn on your truck and let it run for like 15 minutes, so that way, with the cap off, so that way you can look inside and you'll see bubbles coming out. That's a good thing, because that's what that's all the air coming out of the system. And once you don't see no more bubbles, then you can cap it and you're good to go. But make sure you're, as the truck is running, keep an eye out, so that way the coolant is going to go down into the system. Make sure it doesn't run dry, so make sure you keep it at that fill line and you're filling it as it you know, progresses. And like I said, once you see no more bubbles, then you're good. You can cap it and turn it off. But double check your temperature gauge, make sure it's, you know, it's at the correct level and it's not overheating. If it does go a little bit of, like the needle goes a little bit above and it is overheating a little bit, just turn it off, let it, you know, cool down a little bit. Check your hoses, make sure there's no leakage, and try again. And but if it stays at the correct level, then you're good to go. But anyways, so yeah, so we'll get back to you guys as soon as we look more into it to see kind of what's going on, see if it's a big issue or not. Hold on, give me 1 second. What happened?
I said don't forget to do the outro.
Outro? What's outro?
Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Oh yeah, I know. Don't worry. Yeah, once we pinpoint and all that, I mean, we'll mention to you guys, we'll show you guys like exactly what happened, and hope for the best that the motor didn't take a dump already. I mean, it does have, how many miles does it have?
200 plus, I think.
It has like 200 plus miles, so it's gone through its, you know, its years. Anyways, so, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like, share, subscribe, stay tuned, and let's see how things go. Peace.